Exmouth now, en route to 3 Mile Camp, which is about 150 kilometres, was it north? Yeah. North of Carnarvon, and it's actually north of Quobba Station as well, so we'll actually pass through Quobba Station, which is actually going to be one of our future destinations, so yeah, stay tuned for that one. Yeah, had a really good stay in Exmouth, and we spent kind of a fair bit of time exploring and having a look around. You would have seen, obviously, Turquoise Bay was probably one of the highlights, and snorkeling with the kids. Probably the only downside was the national park was doing some controlled burns, so it meant we couldn't visit some of the gorges that we were hoping to see on the trip, so that was a bit of a downer. But
have to use our drone.
Yeah, and yeah, the other thing is there's a lot of restrictions around drone usage up this way as well. So you notice basically we didn't use the drone at all. All the vision we took was on the hand cameras, etc. So hopefully we still kind of captured it, but it probably doesn't sort of do it justice as much as the drone can from an elevated angle. But yeah, look, amazing spot. You know, we could probably easily spend another week here because there's so many things to explore, so many beaches, so many trails. So
shipwreck?
Yeah, the shipwreck was good as well. So yeah, lots of things to see. Yeah, we had a great time, and now we'll head on to the next destination for a bit more exploring. So we're just about to turn onto Blowholes Road, and then we've got about 130 kilometres till we get to camp. Yeah, we've had about 3 hours of driving, just over that so far today. We've filled up a couple of times. We just nipped back into Carnarvon to fill the tank, and are heading to our destination at 3 Mile Camp. There's no fuel around there, so we're just trying to make sure we've got as much on board as possible for the next leg.
Station.
So we're just going to drop the pressures on the van and car. It's got very choppy, about 50 k's out from the campsite. So yeah, probably going to let the van down to about 30 psi and see how it goes. And the car I'm going to drop to probably 25. I don't think it needs to go lower than that at this stage. It is quite firm, but very, very bumpy. So hopefully that helps the ride. Bumpy road. Yeah, so the track to 14 Mile was quite corrugated and bumpy, and this is the longest one yet, so this is about 75 kilometres of quite bumpy, corrugated track. Oh,
on our way
on
our way to 3 Mile.
Case in point. We've had lots of bumpy roads on this trip, and I've got to say we're really happy with how the MDC's holding up with all the bumps. It's always been really stable behind the vehicle, so really happy with that. You know, it's one of our obviously necessities to have an off-road van that we could kind of take anywhere, and so far it's been great, nice to tow, and nice on the bumps. It always feels sort of secure, so yeah, really happy with that.
This isn't something you see every day.
Yeah, just stopping at the zebra crossing.
Hello. Three Mile Camp. Look at that.
Yeah, so just arrived at 3 Mile Camp, and epic spot, like we're right on the waterfront, so we couldn't be happier. We've just positioned the van where we want it, and what is it now, at 4:30 in the afternoon?
Something like that.
Long day driving, but worth it to get here, and we're here for 2 nights. This is also site number 2.
Yep, perfect spot. So right next to our awning where we're going to sit, we've got our fire pit. So we can sit there and take that in.
We've only recently arrived here at camp, but oh wow, this is something else. I think this is probably going to be up there with our top campsite locations. I mean, we are right on the water's edge. It's just absolutely stunning. So, you know, we're going to wake up in the morning, look out that window and take in the view behind us, which is just something else. So yeah, it was a big drive to get here, very corrugated, very bumpy. You know, I obviously dropped the tyre pressures before. I actually dropped them again, so it just wasn't enough. So I went to 22 on the car and 25 on the van. So that got us through okay, but it was just too bumpy. It was shaking everything before that, but totally worth it. I mean, it's just amazing down here. So I'm so glad we've got a couple of nights and we can wake up early tomorrow and take in the sights and do a bit of exploring. But yeah, this is definitely going to be up there on the list. So we've got a dinner request for Izzy tonight, which is... And me. I'm Max. Hot dogs. And that's the view.
What are you doing, guys? We're roasting Snickers. Snickers? What about marshmallows? We don't have any marshmallows. Oh, we don't have any? Oh, okay. I bet they are.
So how's that for a view to wake up to in the morning? Yeah, so just here with Max and Kate and Izzy, and we're just going for a bit of a walk, aren't we? Exploring the cliffs.
And the waves are really big, like where the water is.
There are, yeah. And we've seen a couple of whales, haven't we?
Yeah.
So Kate and I were lying in bed this morning and just looking out over the ocean.
Through
our window. And Izzy came into bed with us and there's a couple of whales floating around. It's just amazing to be this close to the water. Yeah, very fortunate. And it's not too windy either. We actually left the awning up last night and it was all okay. So, and we've decided we love the location so much we're actually going to change our plans. So we were going to do originally 2 nights here, 2 nights Quabba Station, then we're going to go down to Kalbarri for 1 night, but we've actually decided to skip Quabba and just stay here for an extra night, and we've extended a night in Kalbarri as well because there's so much to see down there. So yeah, we just love this spot. It's just, I don't think we can get a better spot than this, so we've decided to sort of extend it, haven't we?
I saw 2 whales in the background. I could see water puffing up. They're in the distance.
Oh, this is a good leg workout.
Oh, look, another one.
Oh, there's just whales everywhere. It's amazing. Whoa, look at this guy. So we're just leaving camp for a bit of a drive around. So we're going to check out the Tombstones, the Magnolia Shipwreck, and Monument Cliff. So these are all locations that are sort of relatively close to 3 Mile Camp. You can also go north to Gnaraloo Bay, and apparently that's pretty good as well, and there's some snorkeling and things. So yeah, a bit of an exploration day today. Bah! Bah! Look at this guy, look at this guy. Oh, listen, he did it back. Bah! So guys, it's early in the morning, and we're leaving 3 Mile Camp. Did you have a great time here?
Yeah, the view's really pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty.
The whales.
And the whales?
Yeah, saw lots of whales. So I think we could have easily stayed here for a few more days. But now we're going to go for a new adventure, aren't we? We're going to head off to Kalbarri for a couple of days before we come back to Perth. So our adventure's not over just yet. But yeah, we're even looking at rebooking here for next year because we had such a great time. So yeah, back on the corrugated road now for a little bit, and we've got a big drive ahead of us. I think it's over about 7 hours or something like that today, and obviously it's made slower by the dirt road. But so yeah, we've got some ground to cover, but yeah, looking forward to a bit of exploring tomorrow in Kalbarri. Hi mate.